There's some teens whose eyes are open who I'm going to call by name in a minute if they don't close their eyes. I already warned them. I want to ask you a question this morning. This is about you. Are you a strobe light Christian? Do you claim to be born again, but when it really comes down to it, you're really afraid of the light? See, you're going through the motions hoping that nobody will catch on. You've got it down pretty good, but man, if people could just see you during the week. See, if this describes you, would you be honest and raise your hand? Because, see, we want to pray for you. Thank you for your honesty. I appreciate that. You know what? I think God does too. Okay, put your hands down. See, if you raise your hands, we're actually going to end with an up-tempo song, but I think before we do that, we need to pray for you. And now that your hands are down, you can look at me now. But if you raise your hand, and if you'd be honest about it, I want to encourage you to find somebody, come forward and let them pray with you at the altar. Because you know that's what it's about. It's about letting the Holy Spirit work in us and get His light into that darkness so that we can start making a difference in the lives of the people around us. But I also want to ask you another question. Is there anybody here, and you don't have to raise your hands for this one, is there anybody here this morning, or if you were here and you raised your hands and said, you know what, I know somebody that's living in the darkness, I would encourage you to come forward so we can pray with you for those people. And I want you to, don't just pray in general, pray for them by name. Bring them to mind, into your heart, so that God can begin working in them, so that you will get the opportunity, so that they might begin to see the light in you. So I ask you at this time, as maybe if Cheryl could come and play, if you would be willing to come forward, let somebody pray with you. Those of you who I've talked to being intercessors, if you'd be willing to come forward and pray with those that have come forward and be with them. So we'll take a few moments to pray.